How are you doing today?
I'm great. I've just been running around like crazy today.
Well, we're really glad that you are making a little bit of time for us so that we can talk to you.
Oh, me too. Always glad to talk to you.
Awesome. So first off, Liz is going to tell us a little bit about Thunder on the Mountain so that we know what's going on with that. Liz, take it away. Oh, Liz, you're muted.
You got it?
Yeah, there you are. Now you can
Okay.
take it away.
June 6th through 8th is going to be the inaugural Thunder on the Mountain in Ozark, Arkansas, and it's held on the beautiful Mulberry Mountain. And we're thrilled to have Rose as part of our lineup. As far as my question for you, Rose, I found out that your dad was a singer-songwriter, and I wanted to know how his music has influenced you and how it is to be a female in this industry.
Cool. Well, first of all, thank you so much for having me. I'm really excited to be a part of it. Like, I just can't wait to see it. Everybody says that it's so beautiful there. So that'll be really cool. It's always inspiring to play somewhere that's pretty and to be outdoors. So my father never really pushed me into music at all. It was more just constantly being around music that influenced me. I would just hear it when I was laying in bed trying to go to sleep, as a child, just constant music. And he also taught me to express my feelings in poetry or in song. And so I'm really thankful for that.
Awesome. Well, and speaking of music, you started this year off in a pretty exciting way. You released a brand new EP, 19th Avenue Volume 2, and it's awesome.
Thank
Are you
you.
getting a good response from folks on that?
Yeah, it's been really overwhelming. The fans, I communicate really pretty often on Twitter and on Facebook, and it seems like they're really connecting with the music on a personal level because I've written my truth into these songs and just been really honest about my life and my heart, and I hoped that that would reach people, and I think that it has. And also just the online community of vloggers and like you guys and stuff, it's been incredible. I'm so thankful.
Awesome. Well, I'm going to kick it over to Haley T real quick. I'm sure she has a couple questions for you.
Hi. Well,
Hi.
I was just going to talk about, like you said, you're excited to go see what we have to offer outdoors and that you like playing out there. So, I mean, what's your favorite part about performing, whether it's inside or outside, just.
I think, sometimes it's funny because if you're indoors and it's dark, sometimes the lights, I don't know if people realize this when they're in the crowd, but sometimes you can't see anything. The light is so bright, and that's the scariest thing is when you just can't see anybody's face. Because what I really feed off of is seeing the emotions, if the songs are making them smile, and if I can tell that for a small moment in time I'm taking them away from their everyday life and, maybe making them forget whatever their problems are. And that's what I like to do when I watch live music. I hope it takes me somewhere else outside of myself.
Well, that's good. I mean, sometimes it's even hard to see the artist because of the lights. It's just a big
Really?
white.
Yeah, that's not good. We never want that.
No. So I'm excited to see you in the daylight.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
So, like, before you go on stage, I mean, is there any special rituals or routines you guys do?
I always kind of say a silent prayer to myself. I don't necessarily have a ritual. I still get nervous from time to time. It's one of those things where until I'm actually on the stage, when I'm on the stage, everything disappears, But up until that moment where I step on there, I'm still got the jitters, And a lot of times I like to perform barefoot. That's one maybe unique thing about me performing is when I get really nervous, I always take my shoes off. Like last year at CMA Fest, I took my shoes off because I'm so tall and I'm kind of like, am I going to fall? Or I never wear heels. I would definitely fall then. And if I get barefoot, I can feel the stage under me, and I feel at home wherever I am if I'm barefoot.
Well, that makes sense.
I can't hear y'all now. Hold on. Sorry.
Can you hear us now?
Yeah.
Okay. I love that. I don't know why. I just love that you'll perform barefoot. That's so cool.
Well, you should try it if you're ever in a meeting or something and you're nervous. You just take your shoes off, or if I'm in a writing appointment and I'm uncomfortable, I'll always just sit on the floor, because if you're on the floor, you can't fall. You can't.
Makes sense.
Yeah, not falling is a good thing.
And it disarms people a little bit. I think everybody feels more comfortable.
Awesome. Well, are there any special memories that you have so far? Anything that stands out from your live performances that you've done up to this point?
Gosh, there are so many moments, but the closest one to my memory right now would just be last year when I did the Throwdown tour. I spent so much time performing with Carly Pierce and Channing Wilson and just everybody on that tour. But the people that I was directly performing with, we would sit in basically, like they call it, in the round style. So there would be 3 of us in a row, and we would take turns playing songs. So we would sing on each other's songs, and we really got to know each other's music. And I became really emotional to where when we had our last show, I was crying, thinking I'm not going to get to spend every single day with these people anymore, And so that was such a cool summer to bond with everybody that I was on the road with and learn their songs. And, I would sit on stage when Gary Allan would perform almost every night and just watch his live performance and see what he was doing that was working so well and try and learn from that.
And he's always a good view, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're going to learn from someone, I'd say Gary Allan's a good one.
Yeah, he's very, very awesome.
Well, cool. Well, it sounds like you've had some really positive experiences, kind of like on the opposite side of that. What would you say is the weirdest experience you've ever had with a live show?
My gosh. Oh my gosh, when I was younger, when I was on the Disney Channel, and I did this thing called the Limited 2 Passion for Fashion Tour. And it's so funny because I was a little too old to wear clothing from the Limited 2. But if I could fit in it, I could have whatever I wanted for free. And so I would try to fit in these clothes, and I would have to perform in shopping malls. And performing in a shopping mall is just bizarre because it echoes and echoes and echoes. And that was always just strange, and I would just wake up in the morning and think, is this real? Is this really happening? And not in a good way. And one time, people would want to, believe it or not, this is weird, they would want to touch my hands and stuff, and they were all little girls, and they'd go, wow. Then I wear this ring. It's my mom's wedding band, and also a ring that Stevie Nicks gave my dad. They're kind of attached together. And anyways, she tried to steal it off my hand, and I was like, that's not nice. So
oh my gosh, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's wild. People are crazy, but they don't know my mother passed away. It's important to me, otherwise I'd give it to you.
Well, that's nice.
That's actually kind of generous of you.
Yeah. I do what I can.
So, well, you're a really great songwriter, and obviously you make really amazing music. But I'm just curious, when you're performing and you cover a song, what's your go-to artist for that?
I think that the main cover that I do right now in my set is "Walk the Line," Johnny Cash, obviously. I think when I do a cover, I don't ever want to cover someone that I think sounds similar. A lot of people might say, oh, well, it's easy to cover a song by somebody that already sounds like you or that is in your wheelhouse. I think it's important to find something that is different than what you do and also to make it your own. I'm never trying to sing a song exactly like somebody else sings it because I can't.
Yeah.
Right. That's awesome.
That's a good side to look at it, too.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I love that perspective. Liz, do you have any other questions for Rose?
Well, let's see. Am I?
I can hear you.
I can hear you.
I can hear you.
I've been having some connectivity issues. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. Rose, besides your set, I believe that Gretchen Wilson may be the only other female artist performing at Thunder on the Mountain.
Oh, cool. That's awesome.
Yeah, she's great. But I wanted to know, just as far as how is it being a female in this industry? We've got, Casey Musgraves just coming out with a new album, that sort of thing. I mean, how is it that you see yourself being a female performer in a male-dominated industry?
I think it is challenging for sure, although my own personal belief, like, I just try not to think of myself as a female. I was raised, ultimately, I guess I am. And sometimes that's unfortunate because it is harder to get a shot as a female. But I think that there's room for all of us, and I just refuse to believe that there's not. And I'm not very competitive. I'm really bad at being competitive. So I've always just chosen to believe that, God has a spot for each and every one of us, and that, I think females are ready to hear other females. I think that you have to come across non-threatening, though. You have to be likable, and I hope I'm likable.
I'd say you're pretty likable.
Well, thank you.
This is going well, so.
I like girls. Some girls don't like other girls,
Yeah.
Yeah. I just like nice people.
Me too.
Haley, what else you got?
I was just curious. I mean, I'm not really sure how your schedule will be or anything, but I hope you get to spend some time at the festival because, I don't know, like playing, you've obviously been doing this for a long time, so I don't know how many festivals you've got to really live and experience, but they're my favorite thing, and I just hope you get to, because I can't wait. I mean, countdown, 40-some days, I'm ready.
I'm psyched. So will all of you be there?
Yes.
That's so cool.
Just a good time.
Well, yeah, you'll have to show me who to see and everything. That'll be awesome. All right, cool.
Is there anyone have you had a chance to look at the lineup?
A little bit. I do know, I guess Toby Keith's going to be there, right? And he owns the label, he runs the label or owns it that I am signed to. So I would like to see him. And I did see, gosh, I think I saw some of my friends on there, and now I'm having the Low Cash Cowboys. One of the guys, Preston, I know him, and I'd like to see them because I've never seen them live. So I think it'll be like, I think I'll know a lot of people there, and I want to see some of my friends play for sure.
Yeah. That'll be exciting.
Awesome. Well, I hope you get to.
Yeah. Me too.
Well, before we sign out, do you want to tell all of your fans and our readers and listeners where they can find you online to get more from you?
Yeah, they can find me on Facebook. I believe it's Rose Falcon Music. My website has all that information. It's just rosefalcon.com. And I just wanted to mention the shameless plug. My friend Eric Pasley, I co-wrote his new single with him and Rob Crosby, and it came out today, and it's called Friday Night. So I'm really excited about that.
Awesome.
So, cool.
Ooh, I'll have to go check that out.
Yeah.
Right now. Right this very second.
All right, sweet. Well, and that's pretty much it about me.
Well, awesome. Thank you so much, Rose, for taking the time to talk to us. We're so looking forward to seeing you live at Thunder on the Mountain. So pumped about Thunder on the Mountain. So everyone go find Rose online. Everyone else go to thunderonthemountain.com where you can get all of the ticket information that you need, artist lineup, all that fun stuff. And stay tuned because we are going to be doing more hangouts with some of the other stupendous artists that are on that fabulous lineup. Okay?
All right.
But
thanks,
everyone.
Bye.
All right. Have a great week.
You too.